Yo, guys, Urban Bars brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, tonight we're checking out something a little bit different. I love horology, I love watches. I can't afford great watches. I've got one or two nice watches that I bought in Vegas, etc., and LA over the years, but I'd love to have some really lovely pieces, but I don't have them. But guys, something came into my feed and it says how much gold is actually in a solid gold Rolex. I'm not actually into Rolexes, so that's a funny thing as well, guys. Let's check it out.
How much gold is in a gold watch? Like in this popular model, the Rolex Day-Date 40, reference number 228238, which is going for around $39,000 right now in the market.
How much?
Can you guess what portion of that price is actually due to the value of gold? Take a wild guess. Would you say 50%? Maybe 60? Hold that thought for a moment, and by the end of the video, comment how close you really were.
I have no idea what's right and what's wrong. I reckon that this watch, so this is the Date Master, did he say? The Rolex. So that's the Oyster Perpetual. I would say that there isn't actually that much gold in that watch, to be fair. I would say it's less than, I don't know, 10%. I might be wrong. Let's check it out.
In the meantime, let's talk a bit about gold. You know that shiny metal worth about $1,900 an ounce when this video was recorded? Gold is actually a pretty popular investment.
I like all these kind of things, you know, about things like the gold standard, which we used to have before the Second World War, etc., because literally a lot of currency was backed by the amount of gold reserves we had. So for instance, if the Queen says, I promise to pay the bearer X amount of money, that was fine because we had the reserves in gold. But now they've taken us off the gold standard. The US, I think, came off in the 70s or late 60s or something like that, off the gold standard. So literally we are now using something called the fiat system. So we're looking at ones and zeros, all digital money, etc. And it's not really backed up on the say so of anything, not really. Whereas at least if you had gold bullion and gold reserves, you know that the money that you have, like the paper money, etc., whatever, is actually going to be backed up by the amount of reserves you have in your whatever country it is. But that's just one thing about gold bullion, the gold reserves that I know about. And yeah, so I'm interested to find out how much gold is actually in these timepieces. Really? It should be interesting, guys. And I don't think there's actually that much, but I'm here to be corrected because I actually don't know. I've not watched this before, so I have no idea, guys. I might end up looking with egg all over my boat race.
Outperforming the US stock market in the last 20 years. From 2000 to 2020, you would have multiplied your investment in gold by 7 times. That's more than double the return of the S&P 500 during the same period. And that's assuming all dividends were reinvested, which doesn't always happen. Excluding dividends, it's 4 times more. A huge difference. But back to our little Rolex experiment. To find out how much gold the watch really contains, we need to weigh all the parts made out of actual gold. To do that, we first had our preferred watchmaker, Chronosky, take the watch apart for us.
It looks a bit like the Cyclops there, kind of thing, with the third eye.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door.
Why is this playing? Are these called watchsmiths? Or are they like goldsmiths?
The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord.
Or they're a bit of both. They're a watch goldsmith.
Into your grave. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to
So that's
be
your Rolex,
someone
people.
I wanna recognize.
In its composite parts.
Even though the hands of a Rolex watch are also made out of gold, they weigh less than 1/10 of a gram. That's at most a few dollars in today's market. As a result, we excluded them from our actual calculation. It's also important to note that a gold watch is not made out of pure gold. It is made out of 18 karat gold, which is around 75% gold by weight. Notice the approximate 75% figure on our precious metals analyzer.
75%.
We then weigh each gold piece one by one to come up with the final weight.
The future is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat.
Can't believe that.
178.3 grams. 178.3 grams of...
So I can't believe that the whole, is it the bracelet, whatever you want to call it, is all gold? Really?
18 karat gold times 0.75 gives us a total of around 133.7 grams of pure gold. Times $61 a gram, we get $8,156, which is around 20% of the actual price of the watch. Surprised? Think back
I said 10%, didn't I? Just 20%.
to the chunk of pure gold you saw on the thumbnail of this video. Let's see how it compares to the 133.7 grams of pure gold in our Rolex watch. 340.5 grams of 24 karat gold are worth about $20,770.
Wow.
More than 2.5 times the gold value of our watch. So as far as our experiment goes, only about a fifth of the value of this Rolex watch actually comes from gold.
20%.
This varies somewhat from watch to watch, but not by a lot, and it shows that most of the value of a gold luxury watch doesn't have anything to do with its precious metal content. Now it's time to see how well you
Perception.
did.
It's perception.
Was your guess close to the 20% figure or way off? Let me know in a comment below, and make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to find out when we upload more videos like these. Thanks for watching.
So that was interesting then, because he said only 20% of the actual watch, the value of the watch, is gold. I thought it'd be 10% is gold. So a lot of the value, oh, the lights just went off there a little bit, or something weird. So a lot of the value is in the actual prestige, the markup, you know, the name of the watch, the brand itself. So it's not really the composite materials, but it's the brand that you're aspiring to. So the Rolex name probably adds 70-80% of the value for the watch, because he said the gold content is only 20% value. That's very interesting. And it's not surprising either, guys. You know, if someone thinks they're getting a solid gold watch like that, I mean, the weight of it alone would be really heavy. So that was only a few hundred grams, I think. Was it 170 odd grams, etc.? So that's just interesting to know. But it's good to know when you actually purchase things, what you're actually purchasing, what's the actual real value of what you're purchasing, and what's the perceived value as well. But yeah, that's good to know, guys. I'm branching out on this channel. I talk about a lot of things. It's primarily music, laughter, fun, but also some more educational bits and pieces and stuff that I'm interested in. I'm actually interested in horology as well. I can't afford it, but even though I can't afford it, I'm still interested in it, guys. But I hope you like that. And if you do, please consider subscribing to my channel here at Urb'n Barz. And yeah, just make sure you look at all the back reactions that I've done. And yeah, just give us a like if you like it. But guys, make certain you stick around, because I do reactions every single day. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat today, but not too sure why. But guys, make certain you look after yourselves, look after each other, and most importantly of all, make sure you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction. Guys, see you soon.